This is my 2021 RF Miata MX-5. It currently has 3,450 miles on it. It says oil change due. Since this is a fairly new car, the oil change comes early, around 3,500 miles, when you need to change the oil for the first time. Normally after that, the oil change interval is once a year or 7,500 miles. To get access to the oil drain plug and the oil filter, we've got to get the car up. There's a couple ways of lifting the car up. One is from the side. On this rail here, you can put your jack here. This is a thicker part of the steel. There's two bumps here. I wouldn't go beyond these two bumps because it seems steel here is a little bit thinner, so you want to jack your car up preferably right here. Another way to jack up the car is lift up front end. I'm not able to do that with the type of jack that I have here. You need a very low profile jack, and I don't have one. If you do have a low profile, put the jack right here on this cross member here, and this will hold up the front end of the car. So I'm gonna have to lift it from the side. Holding this aluminum cover are 9 12mm bolts. Now we have access to the drain plug and the oil filter. We get a 17mm wrench. We've got a catch pan. After a good half hour of draining, I'll put the drain plug back on, and we'll wipe off the excess oil. I don't use a torque wrench for this. I just tighten it, hand tighten. Next is the oil filter. When it comes from oil changer or the factory, to me it's too tight, so it's hard to get off. I wasn't able to loosen it by hand, so I'm going to use this oil filter wrench tool. There's various types. With the tool, I was able to get it loose. Make sure you have a catch basin, and then flip it over into your oil pan. This is the oil filter that I'm going to use. I was told at the auto parts store this is a good brand. You want to put a good brand on because this is a very nice car, so you want to make it last as long as possible. Put a film of oil on the gasket. I'm just going to hand tighten this. And this is the way I've always done it, and the oil filter never leaked. What I do typically is to put a little bit of grease on the threads. I put the aluminum plate back on, tighten the 9 bolts for the plate with the 12mm wrench. Just snug first, and later I will torque it. And here's my torque wrench from about 22 to 26 pounds. The oil filter's on, drain plug is on. Now we're going to fill up the oil. In North America, the grade is 0W20, but check your owner's manual. The capacity of the vehicle is 4.5 quarts or 4.3 liters. Check the bottle here. Try to take it down to right over here, which would be 4.5 quarts or 4.3 liters. I'm going to stop here for right now. I'm going to turn on the engine, let the oil circulate, then I'll check the oil level. To get the oil recirculated in the engine, I'm going to start the engine. Let it run for a minute. After a few minutes, letting the oil drain back down, I will now check the oil level. Wipe it first. It's hard to see, but it's nearly to the second hole. This is a good level to be at. Turn off the maintenance notice. You go to the computer. Go to Applications, Vehicle Status Monitor, maintenance, oil change, reset.